Tennessee is a state full of rivers and lakes from border to border. Each one has its own unique story and history to share. Recently, Ken Wilshire went to Savannah to a unique museum that's dedicated solely to the state's namesake river.
It's been called the Caskey, the Hogahegie, and the River of the Cherokees. Today we call it the Tennessee River, all 652 miles of it. And there's a local landmark near the banks of the river in Savannah that's dedicated to preserving the history of this beautiful waterway. Hardin County Director of Tourism, Rachel Baker, says the Tennessee River Museum has been recently renovated and offers its visitors more than ever before.
The Tennessee River Museum welcomes visitors to the area that have visited Shiloh or are interested in the history of the area because of the Tennessee River. I think that they don't expect a museum of this level in Savannah, Tennessee. And I think they are very pleasantly surprised. We get lots of compliments on that fact, and you know, we know how wonderful it is, and we just want to be able to share it with everyone else.
From its headwaters in the Smoky Mountains to the Ohio River, the Tennessee River cuts through 3 states. It's not only a huge source of energy, transportation, and recreation for this part of the country, but it overflows with ancient and modern history.
It starts with the Prehistoric Era Exhibit, and it talks about what types of animals lived in this area back during the times where there were water. You know, there was water here. And then moves on to fossils and the mound builders peoples that lived here in Savannah and down at Shiloh. We have an example of a dig just behind me here. So this is what you would find within a mound. The next area is the early settlers, the peoples that came to Hardin County that were the first people to settle here. And then it moves on to the Trail of Tears and the parties that crossed here. We actually had 2 parties that crossed through Hardin County, one by river and one by land.
And you were telling me this is a private collection of arrowheads.
Yes, we call this our jewelry show, but it is one private collection and the best around, I've heard.
Whether it's about paleontology, Native American pottery, early American pioneers, or Civil War projectiles, this river repository on Main Street is flooded with artifacts and memorabilia.
It goes also into the Civil War, a very in-depth exhibit of bullets that have been found in the area, and also a replica of the USS Cairo. And then it talks about steamboating, steamboats that used to travel, that carried Civil War soldiers, but also passengers. Also muscling. A lot of people in the area used to muscle, you know, and look for pearls, and we even had a pearl button factory here in Savannah.
And along with the expansion of the exhibit space came improvements in more user-friendly technology.
One of the really nice things about the addition to the museum is the interactive displays you'll find throughout, like this one on Native American ornaments and jewelry.
While the museum is designed for young and old alike, kids of all ages can experience some archaic communications technology on the replica of an old steamboat pilot house.
One of our most kid-friendly exhibits is the whisper tube, which was used on steamboats to communicate with the wheelhouse to other parts of the boat. And you can actually whisper in one end or the other and hear and communicate with each other, just as if you and I were talking right here, right now.
Let's try it.
Full steam ahead.
Hi, mate.
Museum visitors will also find priceless one-of-a-kind items that are truly unique to the Tennessee River Valley. And there's even a mystery investigation underway.
One of our most proud exhibits is the Shiloh effigy pipe. It was unearthed at the Shiloh Mounds, so it's probably our most recognized and significant artifact here.
And why is that?
Because there weren't many of them made, and they were traded up and down the river during those times, so it was a very significant piece within the Native American way of life. We're currently working with the University of Tennessee at Martin on some pieces of petrified wood that we have on exhibit just outside the museum, and we're hoping to find out more about them, what types of wood they are, and where they came from.
Just like the Tennessee River opened a passage for the discovery of the West, the Tennessee River Museum in Savannah has opened its doors to the discovery of the river's importance to our past and present. And from here, we can better understand how to navigate our future.